with the Anime Festival that's going on here in Milwaukee, we tracked down the new Captain Kirk from Star Trek Continues. His name is Vic Mignogna. Not only is he the star, he's also the executive producer. Good morning, Vic, and welcome.
Thank you, my friend. Happy to be here.
So this weekend is the Milwaukee Anime Get-Together, which is always a fun time. The costumes, the people that are on hand, this is always just a hoot and just a great time. It's Wisconsin's largest anime get-together, and it's happening at the Hyatt Regency Wisconsin Center. So you can get more information by going to animemilwaukee.org. Tell me about Star Trek Continues. This started up about 5 years ago?
Yes, it's funny. I'm going to be at the Milwaukee event because of my longtime career as a voice actor for over 300 different animated series and video games. But my passion, my childhood passion, if you will, is Star Trek, the classic original series. And about 5 years ago, I decided that I was going to put all of the filmmaking, producing, acting, production skills that I'd been developing over the years and get together with a bunch of my friends and was going to fulfill a childhood dream of making more episodes in the original style and vein and feel of the original series of Star Trek. So we acquired a 19,000 square foot building where we proceeded to rebuild the entire soundstage just as it was on the Desilu lot in the late 60s.
Wow.
And proceeded to make episodes that had actual themes and moral, ethical, centers and a message to be communicated, just like the original series did.
Oh, wow.
And we have 7 full-length episodes online, over 6 million views. We've won over a dozen awards, a wonderful cast and crew, a great fan following, and more episodes are coming to finish up the series.
How do you finance all of this? How do fans donate money? How does this all work?
Well, the way we financed it to begin with was yours truly. Myself and a couple of my friends put in a very large amount of money. I put in over $100,000 of my own savings to acquire the building, build the sets, and then for the very first episode, I flew everybody down here. I bought everybody hotel rooms. I paid to buy everybody food. It was my childhood dream. I mean, it was my childhood dream to get to play Captain Kirk and to get to create Star Trek the way I remembered it and loved it so much. So it inspired me so much when I was a little boy, and it did millions of other people. So I felt like it would be wrong to ask people to give me money for something that I hadn't proven that I could do.
Well, you've proven it. Wow.
So for the very first episode, I employed the old put your money where your mouth is theory, and I paid for the first episode to be made. And then after we released the first episode, we got such an overwhelming response. People loved it so much. Our first episode, Pilgrim of Eternity, was a wonderful episode that even featured an actor from the original series reprising his role. And so after we got such a great response, then we launched a crowdfunding campaign.
Okay.
Basically saying to the Star Trek fans around the world, if you like what you see here, this is what we can do, and if you'll help us make more, we'll continue to make them. And the fans stepped up, and we made 3 more. And then we launched another campaign to make 2 more. And then we launched one last campaign to make the remaining handful of episodes that we are going to make, because our goal is to finish the original series of Star Trek. Our goal is to actually shoot and produce a finished series finale to the original series of Star Trek. It didn't have an ending. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I know it. It was gone too soon.
It was just canceled.
Yeah.
It was just canceled. It was abruptly canceled in its 3rd season, even though Captain Kirk used to say at the beginning of every episode, these are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It's 5-year mission.
Sure.
but they never finished.
And our mission this morning is to get people to come by and say hi to you at the Milwaukee Anime Get-Together. We're visiting with Vic Mignogna is with us, the executive producer and star of Star Trek Continues, which airs on Vimeo. It airs on YouTube. You also have Scotty's son in the role that his dad made famous.
We do. Chris Doohan is playing his father's, James Doohan's role of Scotty. Grant Imahara from Mythbusters plays Sulu, and myself and several other prominent animation voice actors, Chuck Huber, Todd Havercorn, are playing Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. It's a great group of people. I'm very, very proud of what we've put together. And you know what? For those of your listeners out there who don't even know much about anime, you know, a lot of us have been enjoying anime for decades, and we just didn't know it was anime. When I was a little kid, I loved Speed Racer. I had no idea that it was anime. And these anime conventions are so wonderful. The attendees are so great. They have such a wonderful time. You are surrounded by people that love and celebrate all of the things that you love and celebrate. It's a wonderful atmosphere.
Well, you can certainly check out a lot more through the Vimeo page and then also the YouTube page. And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. That the first time I watched this, I told you before we jumped on with the interview, I felt like I was back in like 1970, 72 as a kid watching, you know, I get goosebumps just thinking of this. You guys have really done a magnificent job with this, and I hope a lot of people will come out and shake your hand this weekend.
Well, that was our goal. That was our goal, was to make people feel like the series never ended. And our long-term plan is to fill the space between the ending of the original series, the cancellation of the original series, and the motion picture, which came out in the late 70s.
Vic Mignogna, thanks so much for your time this morning here on Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I'll hope to meet a lot of your people out at the Anime Milwaukee event.
I think you will, unless, of course, they're all out enjoying the really beautiful weather this weekend. I'm Steve Ketelaar. It is 6:15 on this Saturday morning. We're so glad you're up and at 'em with us here on Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News.